Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I thought I would come up here and do a video real quick because I know I haven't been doing any videos all week. Had a bit of an issue. Yeah, and it started Monday. Unfortunately, we had somebody, I guess because everybody was off from work with it being holiday here in the States, basically Memorial Day. Excuse me. We had somebody or some people, not entirely too sure which, who decided to do some target practice over on some federal preserved land, basically. I think it's BLM land, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, either way, it's a federal preservation area. And anyway, they did some target practice and sparked off some wildfires. So they spread rather quickly, primarily because we with all the rain and so forth that we had this past season, a lot of grasses. Had grown and so forth, and so because of it, it spread rather quickly. When I first saw it, it was two separate fires, and I was just running over to a fast food restaurant, getting some food. By the time I came back out from the restaurant, it had grown into one fire. So yeah, and it spread rather quickly from a few acres to over 100, but they got it contained really, really fast. But in the process, we had smoke in the area, which of course was causing a lot of inflammation within my chest and so forth. And that night, we also had a windstorm go through again. So, with all the allergens we've already had, combined with the smoke, yeah, that pill, that medication that excuse me, I was taking really kicked in. And I did try and go out to work that night. And then, of course, people were still celebrating with it being 3-day weekend, and all of the aromas. Because unfortunately, when all this is kicking in, my sense of smell gets heightened, and all the aromas that people, like colognes and perfumes, and even the smell of alcohol, with people coming out of bars and so forth, they were getting into my car, and with everything combined, that medication really started kicking in. I got a huge migraine, um, terrible nausea, and what was really bad though, really really interesting side effect was I was behind the wheel, and then all of a sudden I just went. Not that I was falling asleep, but literally just passing out. Not as a euphemism, but just literally just chum. I couldn't stop it. So yeah, fortunately I was able to snap myself kind of out of it. I tried getting out of the car, moving around, hopefully it might help and so forth. Wasn't helping out, so ultimately, after just doing a few rides, I came home. I did try and take it the next morning because I was very heavy chested and so forth. Same things started happening all over again, and I went off of that medication. Next morning, I called the doctor's office and they prescribed me something else. Basically, it's a nose spray like Flonase or what have you, but it's by prescription only. And I just started it yesterday. So yeah, I'm just not too sure how well that's going to work out or anything. That combined with my allergy medicine, just not too sure. So yeah, off of that. Uh, and of course, not only dealing with all the issues and so forth. Also, of course, it's affecting my blood sugars. Been having a lot of high blood sugars because of it and so forth. So yeah, what the heck? Why not? It's like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I suppose. And I'll admit, I have been through some quite interesting things in my life, especially when I used to be a cab driver. Yeah, I had some pretty scary incidents happen, including um, um, uh, one time where I thought for sure that I was going to be killed at the end. So it's like, you know what? When I get into situations, like this or what have you, I think of times like that, and it's like, yeah, you know what, kiddo, you've been through much worse than this. So no big deal. So yeah, that's basically the main reason why I haven't been doing any videos this week. I very much would like to be able to get back into doing, the posts and so forth. And everything, but there have been some plus sides. For one thing, with that wildfire. I think I kind of know what's going to come back with the blood results as far as the allergens are concerned. At least one thing, definitely, probably the desert grasses, excuse me, is going to be one thing. Flowers, definitely going to be another. I know I'm kind of funky because I had gone to this one grocery store that's close by, and they had flowers on sale. You know how they throw flowers on sale that are almost gone or whatever. And there's a thing of mums. That's my birth flower. And the night before, I had worked, and my subject of my mom came up quite a bit and so forth with the conversation with my last ride. Actually, him and I, we were comparing our mothers. Very, very, it was kind of weird. He's about 15 years younger than me, and it's weird how the similarities between our moms, with issues that we dealt with. His mom's still alive and everything, but of course my mom's been long gone. But it's quite interesting, the similarities that we've gone through with our moms and everything. So yeah, there was that, and there were some other things that came up overnight and so forth in relation to my mom and everything. And then the next morning, I go to the grocery store, mostly to pick up my prescriptions. And lo and behold, they have flowers discount, and one of them is mom's, and it's like, and one of the stories my mom always used to tell me when I was growing up is when I was born, a friend of hers had bought her a little flower pot of mom's. Basically, my birth flower had bought her bells when I was born. So it was I kind of was like, I know I almost didn't buy them, knowing the issues I'm going through with all this and everything. And I'm like, thanks, mom, but no thanks. But ultimately, I had to do it. So now I need to find out, okay, how can I possibly, because they're pretty much almost dead. Now I need to. If anybody has any suggestions, please leave me a comment on how it is that I can possibly save these poor things. It is a potted plant, so yeah. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna do some research, see if there's any way that I can see about possibly repotting them and maybe save them. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So anyway, but yeah, there's that going on, and so far I know I shouldn't have, knowing what I'm going through, but at the same point, I couldn't help it. So, but yeah. Anyway, excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into doing things and so forth. It's like I had said when I had decided to come back to do all of this, and especially with doing that reading and everything. Have patience with me with everything that's going on and so forth. And it's just like with that little mini reading that I did at the end, had said, let's build a solid foundation together, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, I've got ideas, that I want to be able to do and so forth. But and also on the plus side, throughout all of this, I did get back to doing some of my crafting work for the Etsy store. I'm really excited about those, and I also got the logo done. Yay. Even though I don't have a computer, I'm just using whatever online free platforms that are available out there, and running with it, basically. As long as I can be able to download afterwards and so forth, for when I actually do get a computer back and everything, I'm very satisfied with it. To be honest, I mean, I had the name picked out. It's just been, I'll admit, I've been struggling with the logo, so I just ran with it. Just went up online to one of the online platforms where you can design for free or whatever, and just started running with it. Just started playing with things and so forth, and I'm just like, that's it. I like it, so I'm running with it, and chose the colors and so forth, and yeah, very excited. So a little bit of things at the time, one step at a time. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Is just take things one step at a time, you know, and so forth, and do the best that you can, you know. So anyway, I thought I would pop up here and just do a video real quick, letting you know what's going on, and let you all know, I'm not abandoning you all or anything. It's just been kind of going through some things with all of this. So bear with me. All right. Definitely looking forward to finding out in the end what everything that's been going on. Personally, I think it's probably just going to be allergies, really wreaking havoc and so forth, and get a plan of action going so I know exactly how to proceed, with life. How to cope, basically work around. Just like, with diabetes, obviously there's not a cure for that either, but you learn to work around it, work with it and around it at the same time. So, anywho, all right. Let's see about getting back into doing all of this. All right. Bear with me. I love you all. I'll talk at you very soon.